of the world's first televised and live stream heinous and vicious genocide in Palestine. From Nakba to the current genocide, 76 years of continuous unjust and unhuman situation that Palestinians endure. Accusing anyone who criticized the Israeli occupation of being anti-Semitic is ridiculous, blackmailing, and intimidation. As of May 22, there have been 35,647 Palestinian murdered, 79,852 injured, and 10,000 missing individuals. It is worth noting that nearly 72% of them are women and children. 285 square kilometers, or approximately 78% of the Gaza Strip, are now subject to evacuation order by the Israeli military. Only 5 bakeries remain operating in all Gaza. Nearly a dozen others have ceased operation due to the fuel and supply shortages since October 7th, and as of May 19, number of detainees have reached 8,775. All Palestinian prisoners and detainees are subjected to the ill treatment, starvation, medical neglect, and dehumanization, among a list of other Israeli torture method and measures. We call on the international community of the Red Cross, Committee of the Red Cross, the United Nations, and the Human Rights Council to adhere to their mandate and conducted periodic visits to the Palestinian prisoners to ensure that they are treated in accordance with the requirement of international law and Israel adherence to its obligation as an occupying power, as well as to report and document their condition. As of 11 May, up to 1.7 million people, over 75% of the population, have been displaced across the Gaza Strip, the majority multiple times. Families are forced to move repeatedly in search of safety. As of 12 May, the total number of UNRWA colleagues killed since the beginning of the hostility is 189, an increase of 1 since the last report. Upon the request of South Africa, ICJ, International Court of Justice, started another round of hearing last Thursday, May 16. We call for the ICC to issue a decisive and clear-cut order to stop the Israeli genocide war. If it is now, then when? If it is not the ICJ, then whom? Karim Khan, the prosecutor of the ICC, is seeking to issue arrest warrant against Israeli Prime Minister and his war minister on charge of committing a war crime. In a press statement, Khan said, on the basis of the evidence collected and examined by my office, I have reasonable ground to believe that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and Yoav Gallant, the Minister of Defense of Israel, bear criminal responsibility for the war crimes and crimes against humanity committed on the territory of the State of Palestine. Citing the Euromed monitor, generally the ICC has dealt with the situation in Palestine from the beginning with repeat and unjustified delay and prosecutions. The Russian invasion of Ukraine prompted the ICC to open an investigation within less than a month, while it took over 6 years for the ICC to finally announce an opening of an investigation into the situation in Palestine on 3rd March 2021. The ICC numerous country offices worldwide that investigate many crimes building on that. We call for the ICC to establish and open a new office on the occupied Palestinian territory to investigate the previous Israeli aggressions and the ongoing genocide war. By doing so, the court will be able to meet directly with the victims and their families, cooperate with the Palestinian National Authority and specialized local bodies. We call on the ICC to prosecutor to issue arrest warrant for all Israeli and other foreigner officials who advocated for and incite genocide against the Palestinian people. Khan says some elected leaders told him that the ICC was built for Africa and thug like Vladimir Putin, the Russian president. We condemn threat and intimidate against the International Criminal Court and its official and consider its role in the preventing impunity to be essential. Those who do not abide by and comply with the international law should not complain when the UN High Court take actions. We call on state parties to the 1949 Geneva Convention to fulfill their obligation based on the principle of the universal jurisdiction, which include, among other things, opening criminal investigation in their national court to prosecute and arrested violators of the convention. Since May 6, the start of the new Israeli military offensive round on Rafah and the takeover of the only crossing point connecting Gaza to the war, nearly 800,000 Palestinians were displaced and forcibly evacuated from Rafah towards north. UNRWA Commissioner General Philippe Lazzarini stated the claim that people in Gaza can move to safe or a humanitarian zone is false. Each time it put the lives of civilians at serious risk. Gaza does not have any safe zone. And I would like to seize this opportunity, of course, to extend many thanks to Ireland, Spain, and Norway, and to assure you all that there is many other European countries on the row right now, and they will very soon, some of them at least, will going to announce the recognizing of the state of Palestine. This is a very important step, at least for anyone who is believe on the two-state solution. It is the exact time to recognize the state of Palestine. This is the only way, unfortunately, that Israel left us as an international community to save the two-state solution. Israel, and in particular the current government, on top of that, Benjamin Netanyahu is declaring day and night that they will not allow the establishment of a state of Palestine. This means that they are leaving us, or not only us as a Palestinian, but the international community itself and the international law and all the agreement and signed the treaties, leaving us or short of any tools except to put Israel at least on the right direction, which is came at least by the acknowledging and recognizing the state of Palestine. Yes, we believe this is one of the important ways that the international community can pressure Israel to sit again to the negotiation table and to abide by the international law. We believe of this. This is one of the, as you used to hear me all the time saying, that there is many tools, peaceful tools, legal tools, diplomatic tools. One of these tools is to recognize the state of Palestine, to pressure the Israeli occupation, or to pressure Israel to put an end to its occupation.